Welcome to In the Kitchen with Dinah. Today we're making Hawaiian pulled pork.
Someone's in the kitchen with Dinah. Someone's in the kitchen, I know. Someone's in the kitchen with Dinah. Gonna taste good, I know.
Welcome back. Today we're making some Hawaiian pulled pork. It's a dump and go into your crock pot on those busy days. And when it's super hot like it is today this summer, you just turn on your crock pot and away you go. I know that when it gets too hot in my house, I actually set this in the garage on a table and keep all the heat out there. So let's get started. Like I said, it's a dump and go. It's super easy. You'll need your crock pot and we're gonna spray it with some non-stick spray just because the pineapple juice, brown sugar gets a little sticky. So I have here 1.5 cups of chicken broth. We're gonna add 1/2 cup of ketchup. You're gonna want a 3 to 4 pound pork roast or a pork shoulder or some sort of something. I think this would probably work with pork chops too, but then it wouldn't be shredded. All right, and we need 1/2 cup of soy sauce. We're just gonna get this sauce ready, pour it all together, and then we'll put it on our roast. All right, we also have 1/4 cup of brown sugar. And I have a tablespoon of fresh ginger. It's gonna make it taste so good. And then I got 2 tablespoons of minced garlic. Let's give that a little stir here. And then I've got one of these sweet little cans of pineapple juice. Now, we're gonna add some from some canned pineapple at the end and mix it in there. And if you wanna add that at the end, that's okay too. I'm just gonna pour this in. This is just a little 6-ounce can, but if you wanna drain off your pineapple that you're gonna use later, you can do that too. All right, so we kinda got our sauce mixed up. Got this, it's gonna cook on low for 6 to 8 hours or high for 5 hours or 4 hours. So I'm just gonna put our pork in there. This is actually some of the pig my nieces grew. That's why it's in a Ziploc bag, because we packaged it all. So we just got our pork roast in there. Super easy. We're gonna just dump the sauce on it. The soy sauce and all the seasonings in there, the garlic, you should be good. It's gonna sit in that juice and cook, and then we're gonna shred it. I'm gonna show you how to make a slaw to go with that. But for right now, we'll be back in about 5 to 6 hours. And you can turn this on and go about your business. You guys have a great day. I'll be back at dinner time when we shred it, and I'll show you how to finish it. Well, we're back. It's been 5 hours. My pork roast has been sitting here bubbling away. Woo! It smells amazing. You get this over here, woo, to this sink. So I have a bone-in pork roast. Now, I would advise using something that was boneless. See if I can get it out. I lost part of it in here. Oh my gosh, that smells so good. All right, so now you're just gonna shred it, and I'm gonna sit here and shred it and get it all done. And while we do that, we're gonna take half the sauce out of here with a ladle, put it in a saucepan, and we're gonna use some of this sauce and we're gonna thicken it with a cornstarch slurry and thicken it up. We can drizzle it over it when we put it on our bun. I guess I could have got my bigger ladle, but I like my little ladle.
Little ladle sounds like some German folk song.
Little ladle, little ladle. I don't know, it has polka vibes to it, doesn't it?
It does. I'm ready for the little ladle song.
And we're gonna make our coleslaw. I'm gonna show you how to make a coleslaw dressing from scratch. It's super easy. I'm gonna go with that. All right, so I'm gonna take this over to my stove. We're gonna get it simmering quick and put a cornstarch slurry in here. Then as soon as this comes to a simmer, and it shouldn't take long because it was hot out of the crock pot, I've just got 3 tablespoons of water and a tablespoon of cornstarch good old cornstarch here. And I've given it a little mixy mix. And we're going to dump it in. That's going to thicken our sauce. Well, we really need to wait till it comes to a simmer. So let's go shred some of that pork. It's my garbage plate.
Yeah. Ooh. Doesn't it smell good? You better go to your spot.
You
folks.
go
You're
to
gonna get
your
yourself in
spot.
trouble.
Yeah, you are. Perfect. So our sauce is come to a boil, and I am just gonna stir this in. I don't know if you can see it really instantly thickened.
Yeah. It's like a gravy now.
It's sauce. Okay, I'm gonna turn this way down to low. Now, if you want, you can add your pineapple to the sauce, or you can add it to your pulled pork. We're gonna omit the pineapple. I honestly think a ring of pineapple and some provolone cheese or something like that would be amazing on these, but we're gonna put coleslaw in there. All right, that is gonna sit and hang out for a minute while we keep shredding. Think Mom gonna drop one little crumb?
She might. She might drop
She
something.
might.
You never know. You're in a good spot. Just wait there just in case.
So I have my pork all shredded here. We're gonna let that set. The sauce is thickened, it's sitting on the stove, and we're gonna make a quick coleslaw. So I've just bought the already made coleslaw, and I'm gonna keep the dressing separate because I don't want the whole container of coleslaw because it will go bad. We're not gonna be able to eat it all tonight. So, got some of that, and let me show you how I make a homemade dressing. It's super easy. And I need a spoon. All right, so in a small bowl, I'm just taking some mayonnaise. And I don't ever measure, so I just always go by how it tastes.
2 big spoons.
You know, half a cup-ish. Plain old white vinegar, and yes, I get the huge gallon because I clean with it too. It's just handy to have around. Couple tablespoons of that, some sugar, and some salt and pepper. And that is it, my friends. Now I want enough pepper in here so that I can see the little black specks. And then I just mix it up. Get my whisk here. Now, if you want it sweeter, you can add more sugar. If you want it more vinegary, add more vinegary. Add more vinegar to it. Let's give it a taste. Need a little more vinegar. A little more sugar. Might need some more salt, we'll see. You just want a really nice, tangy sauce. There we go. I wish I could tell you what it tastes like. I like mine with a little bite because it's gonna help with the fat in the pork and the sauce. So I'm just gonna take a little, toss it on our coleslaw. Need a little minute more. And you can make your coleslaw super heavy on the dressing. I like mine like this. By the time it sits like this, the cabbage, the water in the cabbage is going to get drawn out. So I just let it set. All right, so let's get this ready. I'm going to put some pork in a bowl about what would fit on a bun. It's a pretty hefty bun. That one needs shredded a little more. That looks about right for me. I'm going to grab a little bit of the sauce. Hot! Oh my gosh, that's hot. So I poured just a little sauce in there. I'm just gonna toss it. I picked up some brioche. They are delicious. You can use a hamburger or whatever you want. Put your pork down. And you can put it as much sauce as you want on there. That's for sure. And I like to put some slaw actually on top of this to give it some crunch. It's kind of however much you want. And there you go. There is your Hawaiian pulled pork sandwich with some homemade coleslaw on it. Delicious for a hot summer day or anytime. This is a great dump and go recipe once the kids start school and you need something fast for dinner. So glad you guys joined me today in my kitchen. I hope you guys try this. You guys, I will see you on the next episode and have a fantastic day. We need some lights.
Oh heavens, I haven't turned the lights on. What in the world? Some pretty shabby craftsmanship. Now we're
Can
talking.
you hit those too?
Woo! Everything. Oh!
Hey, I can see.
That's about right for a starting shot. All right.
Is this crazy? It's summer.
No, I like it. It's very light and summery. It looks good. I'm your fashion consultant as well.
Which is not what you should be. It should be good.
It's gonna be.
I haven't made this for a really long time.
Gonna taste good, I know.